YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Casino G. You are back again in the Trap Basement Street News Edition. Now listen, now I been listening to a lot of this big Meech. We all trying to figure out that is Meech the real, third party. Did they him and Tammy set this up to take down Cuffy? You feel me? But Bleu Davinci was always one of the people to tell us about this first. Now, he has dropped some new details about this situation with Tammy and Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Bleu Davinci really did know that Meech was telling, so he did start banging on Bleu Davinci. You feel me? And trying to did that J Diggs call. Oh, I love that boy Blue, but that nigga Blue's a rat. You feel me? I think so, because now Bleu Davinci's talking about details now, because everything's getting exposed now. He's getting some light about this. So let's listen to this dude, Bleu Davinci, because I think he's telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie.
Even when they knocked off Terry White, the intention wasn't to knock off Terry White. It was always to get Meech out. Okay? But I believe, now this is just from my belief of just looking at the string of events. I believe that when she went to Special Agent Jack Harvey wasn't going. He was like, man, Meech ain't finna do that. I've been following this for years. Hell nah, Meech ain't finna do that. No. And then you got to show me, y'all got to prove it. And then that's why Terry White got laid out. And she laid Terry White out because she had the information on him, and she's proven to the government that she's going to be an informant and do what she got to do. And once they did Terry White and they awarded her that money, they went right into the big meat shit. So, whatever that was.
See? So basically, they tested her. They did a test run to see how viable she really was. And when after they seen she took down one big fish, they said, okay, she's on something. See if she can reel it in. Reeled in, Tammy, and she was reeling it in.
When I talked to him about the shit, when he mentioned it to me and I said it to him, that's when he knew that I knew. But I've been knew. I had the paperwork since 2014. Okay? The first paperwork I seen had Meech named a co-conspirator, bro. He was named listed number one in the indictment.
See, that's interesting, because remember, we all been saying that Meech's name is nowhere in the paperwork. And Blue is saying when it first all came out, he was in that black and white. Is Blue telling the truth? I think Blue's telling the truth. He probably's right. When it all came down to it, before him and Tammy got that little deal for him or whatever, and they cleared out the courtroom, and they probably didn't throw him no paperwork. They throw him in the paperwork, trying to just protect him. Blue might be cooking right now.
One indictment for who? Terry White?
On the cuff? No, he never been on the case for Terry White, bro. That had nothing to do with Meech. Nothing at all. That was just her proving that she was going to do it for the government.
Right.
Like
That's
I
all
said,
Terry White was. It was just, all right, show us that you for real. All right, Terry White, bam, slammed his ass. Oh, shit, she for real. All right, then what you say about Meech now?
See?
Right, then they went on with the Meech shit. Okay? I caught the paperwork in 14. So now I'm like, damn, but mind you, I'm still, when Meech wasn't in the hole, because you got to remember, this is the only I know in federal history that ain't stabbed no and been in the hole for 80% of his prison bid, bro. Go to the hole for a couple months, and they'll be back on the yard, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. If they too bad, keep fucking up, they'll send you to another yard. Okay, maybe once. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be a fucking gladiator, man. You got to be causing all the problems in the prison, bro, to get handled like that. So for a long time, we wasn't able to talk to him for long stints of time because they had him in the hole while this investigation was.
See, what he's saying is right now that most of the time, when you, like he's saying, when you get a hold of your homie, you can't get a hold of him because he keeps going back in the hole because he said he's scrapping, stabbing, poking, getting down. You feel me? Meech was not getting down, he's saying. Meech was not doing all that, but they moving him around so much they can't get a hold of him. They call it, what they call it? He's on the road or something like that. And the feds, they call it something, I can't remember. But they call it something like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's steady moving, he's never staying in one place, you feel me? It's hard to get calls because he never staying in one spot. They said they were moving him around like that, like he's in protective custody. I'm just saying,
And then 17, though, when he mentioned her name, is when I exposed that I knew about the paperwork. And once I exposed that I knew about the paperwork, he cut me off.
So
he never spoke to me again.
So
I had his son. Watch this. Hold on. Let me just land this part.
Right.
I had his son after I told him about that in 17. Lil Meech was still like my nephew at the time, so he would be coming to my house and shit after school sometime and shit, just kicking the G or whatever, right? So I called Mimi to my house. We call him Mimi. I called Mimi to my house. I'm like, look, bro.
You remember at one point too that Bleu Davinci said that him and his son and Meech, little Meech got down because little Meech was talking bad about him. He said he had to, he had to get a son to get on him. You feel me? That's what Blue said.
Oh, this paperwork. I went over it with him. I showed him what Tammy was saying. I showed him.
Whoa. So you telling me you showed Little Meech the
Lil
paperwork?
Meech, he was like 17 before he graduated high school. I knew through Meech's girl at the time. Her name was Big Meech Wifey. And I knew that Lil Meech was going to go on a visit in like 3 weeks to go see his daddy. So I called him to my house to give him the paperwork. I texted the paperwork to his phone so he'd have it in his phone. And then I went through it with him and read out the important parts. I had him highlighted and read out the important parts. Like, look, this is what it's saying. This is what's going on. I just want to make sure.
He said he highlighted to make sure he understand what he's. Listen, I don't think Blue's lying. Blue's telling the truth, man.
Your daddy know, even though I'm pretty sure he know. It's this far along in the case, his name all in this shit, he know. But I want to make sure, because I don't know for sure what he know, that your daddy know. Because at that time, I'm still pro Meech. This is my man. You feel me? So I'm on Meech's side at the time, too.
So, Blue is saying for real. When he first got the first set of paperwork, Meech's name is all in it. And he read it to Little Meech. And Little Meech read it too. So he know that one point in this case, during custody or whatever's going on, Meech's name was in the work, man. And that's bad work.
To a certain extent, because the paperwork was reading like what everybody be trying to say. Oh, it was the girl that did it against Meech. It wasn't Meech, it was her. It was her. So I'm like, if it was her, let me make sure this. No. So once I told Lil Meech that shit, bro, 3 weeks later, that went on the visit to his daddy. A week after that, I get the first call from Dewey from Detroit. And he like, hey, man, what's up with this Mimi, man, and Melissa, his sister, Meech's daughter? They running around the whole D telling everybody they daddy said you a rat, you ain't no good, you ain't from BMF no more. Like, what the fuck is up with this? Now, mind you, Dewey is the that I start doing all the parties with in Detroit when I came home, okay? But before we start doing them parties, he was Meech's man, you know what I'm saying, on the phone with Meech every day, okay? So he asked Meech, man, what's up with Blue, man? I'm trying to start doing these parties. Meech, man, that's bro. That's like my son, man. Hell yeah, do that shit. Get that shit done. He just coming home. Hell yeah, turn it up. We did a series of parties for 4 years in Detroit, okay? So when he started hearing that Mimi was telling everybody in Detroit that his daddy said that I was a rat, he like, man, hold up, bro. What the fuck going on? Like, this ain't, that ain't cool. He called me like, bro, now this shit ain't cool. Because I got a personal relationship with the man and I know different. So what the fuck is something going on? And I told him, I'm like, yep, I told that I had that paperwork, bro, and now they going against me. So that's how.
That's all we have to hear. Blue is stamping that. And he first got the paperwork. He sent it to Meech. Lil Meech read it. Your name's that. Your dad's name was in that paperwork, Lil Meech. Lil Meech, get over here. He's like, nephew, look. Where's the highlighter? You reading down, nephew? That's your dad's name. What's going on? And I'm on your dad's side right now. But what is this, Little Meech? This right here is your dad's name, buddy. What's going on? Trap Basement, we done heard it all. Street news. Right here. Hood edition. His name was in that paperwork at one time. That's some real detail I ain't heard before. Let's go. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit them comments, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, all that, man. Trap Basement News Street Edition. Keeping it real and never snitching. Keep your mouth closed, nigga.